alongside me as always, Mr. KBD. How are you doing, sir?
I am ready to preview this game against my third favorite MLS team.
So, for those of you who are joining us and think that this looks a little weird, this is a members only show usually. We do a morning drive for our members only where we talk Inter Miami and then we sometimes go off on tangents about other topics. We call it La Ventanita. For those of you that aren't from South Florida or just from Hispanic, Ventanita is something very traditional where people go there in the beginning of the day, buy their coffee to start their day, and move on with their lives. So, because we had some unfortunate events pop up last night and we weren't able to do our regular preview, we figured we'd move it and do it during La Ventanita and make it available to everybody instead of just our members today. But usually, these morning drives are members only. So, if you want to become a member, just hit that join button. So,
Yes.
we are here to talk Miami versus Charlotte. We have a guest that was supposed to join us last night. He said he's going to try to join us this morning because obviously he was ready to join us last night. But if he doesn't, that's fine. We're playing against Charlotte in Charlotte after a rough draw because I felt like Miami didn't play great. So before I guess we get into the Charlotte game, a little over 24 hours later, how are you feeling about the draw against Nashville?
That's a good question. I've been sort of sitting on my feelings. I'm not feeling good, dude. I'm not feeling good about the game. I'm not feeling good about like this is not working well. Like really thinking about it, the fact that we wasted the DP on Beterame and
I still have hope for
he
Veterame.
yeah, I mean so do I, but we brought him in for this. This is what
Right.
he what we brought him in for. And then on top of that, you have Falcon who just got injured. We have no idea what the hell is happening with that guy. And I mean, we didn't lose. Yes, Abetico, you're right. We didn't lose. It's an okay, it could be an easy win. I don't know, dude. You guys are kind of like assuming that we're gonna win against a
Charlotte's a
team
good home
who
team.
is like pretty good. Like, I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Charlotte is a good home team. Miami's always struggled. Messi's first loss as a starter for Inter Miami came in Charlotte in 2023,
Yeah.
the final game of the year. Like, we haven't necessarily played great. Now, that game that you went to in Charlotte, did we win that game? I can't remember.
Yes, yes. It was Inter Miami one. Yeah.
But,
But Messi
like,
didn't play.
that's right. That's right. That was the Kremaki game.
Yeah, that last game that we played against Charlotte, we lost.
So,
It was decision day that we lost.
I, I definitely wouldn't say that. That was in 2023, I believe you're talking about. But regardless,
Yeah.
not going to be an easy match. Charlotte isn't an easy opponent. But after the draw, just to finish up on the Champions Cup talk real quick, I am
Yeah.
not as worried as other people. Asif put up a comment just a moment ago. I'm driving, by the way, so that's why we're not putting a lot of comments up. But he said we're done after this Nashville game because on away goals we're gonna go out. If you think about it, like, do you believe that it is impossible for Inter Miami to just beat Nashville? 1-0, 2-1, 3-1, 2-1, 3-2, it doesn't matter. Do you think it's impossible for Miami to beat Nashville? Because that's all they have to do. They just need to win the game. If they win the game, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's over. Miami moves on. So I don't think that is necessarily impossible. All they have to do is win.
By the way, George is in the chat. George is waiting in the backstage right now.
Not anymore.
There we
What's
go.
going on,
Welcome, George.
muchachos? You doing all
What's
right? Can
going
you hear
on,
me?
George? Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear you
Okay,
good.
good.
If you guys have checked out any nice photographs from the Charlotte area, it's George behind the camera.
So talk to me. You guys looked like world beaters on Wednesday night.
Well, I guess before we get into Miami, Charlotte, I'm sure
Mm-hmm.
you've been a little disappointed with their performance so far this year.
Yes and no. This past Saturday really makes up for a tough first two games, and
Hold
the team admitted it.
on, because now my
Okay, go ahead,
Wolf?
George. Yeah,
Yeah. Even the team admitted it. Wolf said it yesterday that Dean has given us the freedom to change things around, and it's just a much better outing than we did the first go around. And so
um,
it's we got four more straight home games, so it's a site for optimism.
I saw Saha was complaining about the refs and how they're not giving him any calls.
Yeah, I was there, dude went off.
Now, do you agree with him?
I would agree to a certain extent, yes, because I mean, like, seeing it from the level that I am, it's like this dude gets mauled, and it's nothing at this point. And but to a certain extent, you do have to compose yourself because he does have three cards in three games,
Jesus.
and two more, and he's suspended for a game. So I feel there's gotta be a point where I respect your passion and your like legitimacy to be protected, but
Right.
like at the same time, like, God may say, like, chill out. We kind of
Yeah.
need you on the field.
All right. So early on in the season, first two games didn't go great. Last game, I guess you feel obviously better about because they won. What would you say so far you feel is the strength of this team? 3 games into the season.
heavy L.
Yeah. Hmm. He's the one most consistent guy. Everyone else is still in the more like, let's play more to see who we actually are. I think after this home stretch, we will see the true identity of this team. We know
So,
who we're gonna get. We know what we're gonna get individually. It's just how the collective puts together a good performance.
It's crazy
so
because
you don't
you
think that
guys
there's
have
like
looked.
necessarily a strength for Charlotte right now?
Who?
Is there a strength? Like, does the team have a strength?
I would say it's tough, dude, because it's like we changed so much. Like if you would have told me this last year, our defense would have been 100%. But like, can our individual parts put up a good continuous? If you made me answer a solid a chemistry in the midfield, with depending on who you put on. Like if it's Bronico, Pep, and Ashley, I'm confident in that because they've got a year and a half together.
Chris?
Well, I was gonna say you guys have looked pretty dangerous.
Okay, Chris. I can't hear Chris.
Well,
No, I could hear
All
him.
right. So, oh, you can. Okay, go for it. Go ahead, Chris.
well, I was gonna back out so that way I can connect so that way he could hear me. But you guys have looked pretty dangerous. Like I've noticed that there have been players that have gotten some pretty good opportunities. I just feel like you guys haven't found the connection just yet, I guess.
No, I mean it's only 4 games into the season. It's still early, but like, have we seen signs of improvement? I think we have.
Do you have like an actual weakness that you feel like this is the weakness of the team?
Inexperience,
Okay.
because we've and it's to Dean's credit because he is one of those that like relies on or trusts a lot of the youth talented that's come through, but it's also like they haven't proven themselves either.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but it's more like let's wait and see because baby boy Morris and Ajimon made a mistake, but he also came through at the end. And, he's also worthy of that starting spot over Privet.
I thought. Okay. I thought Chris was gonna start saying something. Um, so people that don't watch Charlotte on a regular basis, if they tune into the game on Saturday, who should they be looking out for? Like, hey, you've never really heard about this guy too much, not a household name, but keep an eye out for this guy. He's an absolute baller.
Well, I figured from last year, you guys might have PTSD from Edon. He opened his account for sure. Um, I got a feeling Kerwin might have another good game. He's always played well against Miami. Kerwin
Yeah,
Vargas.
yeah. Chris loves Kerwin Vargas. Yeah.
I mean, he looked dangerous last game too. So
Exactly. So I think he's set up to have a good game as well.
All right. Now, as far as the way that Charlotte kind of lines up, is Dean Smith going ahead and playing heavy defense, low block? Like, what is it that you guys are setting up at? Because Inter Miami is they're just struggling breaking down a low block, a very compact defense, kind of clogging the middle, not letting Messi run around. How is how is Charlotte lining up?
So it's so funny because on paper he lines up as at least from the way I see it down on the field. They line up in a 4-2-3-1 with Edon at the top. Defensively, they play a 4-4-2. And then they're able to shift around from there, either like a attacking 4-3-3 or whatever. But he is one of those that just plays to what he like get like go what the defense gives you and goes from that because he sticks to a plan, but he adjusts pretty quick at the same time. So he knows. He called Messi the maestro yesterday in the press conference. He knows what we're up against. It's just let's get the flow of the game and see what we can do.
Chris?
no, I was
Very
just
very more mid blockish because we got one guy. Ashley goes back in defense, but and then we spread it out to the wings and then to the attack we go.
well, and I noticed that you guys are like pretty flexible in regards, to that, and I guess it helps out because defensively, you guys haven't been too bad, and I'm thinking to myself, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, a little bit more of a struggle than people think in the midfield against you guys.
Hmm. Because I got a good feeling that like Brent Bronico is going to be the one starting. He's the one that gave the midfield hell. He's Dean calls him the Duracell engine, Duracell battery. Entonces, I have almost no worry. He's like the Patrick Beverly of, of that.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Can you hear me now, Danny?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, good. Go ahead, Danny.
All right. So, George, let's say you are a degenerate
Oh
gambler, which
no,
you look
there
like
he
you might
goes.
be.
Now his microphone isn't working.
Oh
Jeez
no, I can hear him. I can
Louise.
hear him. Go ahead,
Oh,
go.
okay, all right. Go ahead, Danny.
So let's say you are a degenerate gambler and you decide to put the house on Miami. You were drunk, aguardiente, whatever it is. For some reason, you bet it on Miami, the house. And then Saturday morning comes and you're like, damn it, Waddle messed me up. I messed up. I shouldn't have done that. But that's it. I already bet my house. I don't want to lose my house. I got to figure out how to make sure Miami wins. So you go with your photographer pass, your cameraman pass. You go in there. You find Mascherano. You walk up to him and you whisper in his ear, "This is how you beat Charlotte." What are you telling him?
I'll go right down the middle because
Oh, really?
if you can expose Reem and Morrison, then I think you're good. If you can beat them
Oh,
speed and experience wise, because I think it's tough on the outside defense wise because Nathan's actually pretty good, and then Toph has come around.
you know what? That's interesting because the issue with Miami is that they are constantly going down the middle, and they should be stretching it out wide because teams are kind of clogging that middle. They're playing that compact defense against them, and they should be spreading it out to Silvetti and Allende.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I
Okay.
tell you this, but it's kind of like doesn't everybody already know that this is what they should expect at the same time.
Right. Yeah. And then Chris with the liquid crack. Yes, absolutely. You got the cafecito going. All right. So I guess it's prediction time. George, how do you see this game ending up?
I would go 2-1 Charlotte. I would give you guys one on the road just because of the quality you guys have. But I think being at home, and the advantage that we have there, I'll give myself one goalie Don, one goal Pep.
The issue is I don't know if Messi's gonna play.
Why? I don't know why wouldn't he?
Chris, have you heard anything about Messi playing?
Uh, no, I haven't heard anything, but like we know how the deal is with Messi's minutes. Like everybody thinks that they're gonna be able to manage him, but he manages himself.
Well, Chris, what is your prediction on the game?
I think that we're gonna win 3-2. Easy dub.
Easy, look, this guy.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I do think that
guy
there's
said.
gonna be a high score for sure.
Guy said easy dub. No, you know what? No, I don't think it's gonna be a high score. I don't think it'll be 0-0 like Nashville, but I think it'll be
Oh,
something
yuck.
similar to that, like a 1-0
It's either gonna be
match.
one of those high scoring games, or it's gonna be super low scoring. It's never in between.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know. I don't know. That's how I see it. 1-0. And I don't think Messi plays all 90. I think Messi might come in as a sub.
No
They need to
way.
make sure he's healthy for Wednesday, man. They
I
need to make
doubt
sure
it,
he's
dude.
healthy. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a nice dose of Suarez. Don't be surprised if we get a nice little dose of Suarez and then he like scores. And then the talk on Monday when we're previewing the national game is like, put in Suarez. He needs to start over Berterame. Don't be
Absolutely.
surprised if that happens. And then on Monday, that is one of the topic of conversation. Is like Suarez or Berterame. And who would have thought that before the season started that some people would be asking for Suarez. But if he plays against Charlotte and he scores, or even if he has an assist or just plays well, don't be surprised if people start asking for him to play against Nashville.
I
I
will
think he's
say
gonna start.
I've been pleasantly surprised of how much Messi has debunked the whole playing on turf situation. I mean,
Yeah, that's
he's
crazy.
gladly done it in New England. He's done it in Charlotte what 3 or 4 times already. Um, he's been in
He squashed
Seattle,
it quick.
so he hasn't messed around. He's done it. He's been in Atlanta. That's people. The moment he came into the league, it's like, oh, well, he playing turf. I mean, like he did it immediately. So I'm not. That's the last bit of my worries.
That's funny.
Well, uh, George, we appreciate you jumping on with us for a little cafecito with the Herons, basically, because the early morning. We were supposed to do it last night. We had some. I just have a hard time podcasting Thursday nights, period, because
Yeah, those are
life's so
brutal.
crazy. Tuesday and Thursdays, but I appreciate you jumping on with us. Please let everybody know where they can find you and a lot of your photography.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Jorge T Photo Vid. All of the written stuff that I'm with on Soccer Sheet, they're on Substack. And then feel free to listen to all the other podcasts that that cover the team as well, like Soccer City, Queen's Pitch, Crown Cast, and all the others.
All right. Well, Chris, do you have any final words, sir?
No, man. That's I can't wait to watch the game because I think it's gonna be more entertaining than the Nashville one because that was awful.
Well,
I kept telling to myself, man, if we get this Miami on Saturday, I'm very confident.
That would be
well,
bad for us.
I am waiting for the Luis Suarez game. That's it. Like I've
He's
mentally
starting.
I'm implanting it in my head already. Luis
He's
Suarez is gonna
starting.
play and he's gonna have a good game. He might even score, and because Inter Miami somehow finds the drama, and we're gonna find the drama. So what's the temperature now in Miami right now? It is 78 degrees.
Must be nice.
So all right. So again, we appreciate because like I said, this is usually
I mean, I
members
will
only
say
over
though,
there.
like you guys are third in the East. If we beat y'all, then it's gonna be like alarm. I don't want to say alarms are sounding, but I mean, like you guys dropped that low in the standings. Uno nunca sabe. You never know
Yeah,
what the media might say because
All right.
it's
Chris, did you
true
have any
though.
final
It could
words?
be. Yeah, I already said
It
it.
could be,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, like I said, this is usually members only, so appreciate those of you that are members and you tune in with us on our morning drives. And for those of you that are not members, appreciate you jumping on with us for today because we weren't able to do the preview last night. This is usually what we do as we drive to work, or sometimes Chris goes back home and makes coffee for himself before he leaves to work.
which I'm
Um,
doing right now.
yeah, but I appreciate everybody hanging out with us. A nice short episode. Usually these only go 20, 25 minutes usually. But we appreciate everybody hanging out with us, and we're looking forward to tomorrow. Really looking forward to Nashville. Like, I hate these games in between CCC games because kind of just want to get to the next CCC game. But I hope the players don't feel that way because I want a dub. And that's it. It's a wrap. Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. If you're listening on audio, appreciate you listening to the end. Please leave us 5 stars in a comment. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe. And we will be back tomorrow for the post-game reaction. So make sure you join us for that. So until the next one, have a good one.